I am Jim Eigo, Jazz Promo Services. The internet has really changed everything. You know, we still do publicity in the traditional way, but the delivery is all done primarily via the internet today. You know, I see a proliferation of small independent producers. Many more artists self-producing. Many more artists taking control of their own creative and artistic destinies. There are still, releasing stuff, but I see many more artists releasing on their own. I tell all my clients less is more with an email. You know, grab them with the headline, and then let the email be simple and direct and to the point, and who, what, when, where, why. Have your link, and people can click right through to get more information. But grab them with the headline, and make sure all your links are alive, and the people can get the information that way. And there is a lot of email out there, and so you want to distinguish yourself from the herd. So make make sure you have a good, strong subject line that grabs people's attention. Direct and to the point. So if you're promoting a live gig, just be as specific as you can. The artist, the date, the venue, and the time. That's it. Don't start trying to list more things in. Don't try to put in the subject line what should be in the body of the email. Let people who want that information get that out of the body of the email, and then if they want to know more about the artist or the venue, you have live links and they can click through. Yeah. Well, whenever you're releasing a new, you should have a marketing plan. And as part of the marketing plan, the internet, plays a vital role. So, you're promoting records the same way we always promoted records. There's a release date, and you try to build your whole campaign around leading up to the release date, and and advancing in front of your release date, which is key. I preach that all the time. It's very, it's basic marketing 101. You really want to, once you have your release date, you want to advance in front of that 60 to 90 days so that the trade and the industry and the press know about the release, what's coming, etc., all the pertinent information about the release. But today with the internet, it's interesting. It's a lot more deeper. So you could actually create. And I see a lot more of this happening right now, where they're using services like SoundCloud or some kind of jukebox, where in advance you could listen to the music streamed or through password protection if they don't want it out there yet. A lot of that is happening as well. You always used to hear these stories about the death of the big band, but the big band never really went away. It was always here, and everybody has predicted the death of the compact disc, but it's still here and it's still being used. We still use it. Digital MP3 is just another part of the equation. We still physically mail out finished product to press and radio, and in fact. A lot of them require it. So if you're going to be reviewed in one of the big magazines like Downbeat or Jazz Times, they actually want this physical CD. Although now some publications are saying, MP3 only release in certain cases. That's already happening. But radio, not so much. I think that's going to be a little bit down the line before radio actually embraces a full distribution digitally for on-air play. They still require actual CD to be added to their libraries, etc. They can if they have a compelling enough story. We advise, particularly for emerging or developing artists, You know, if you're just now dipping your toe in the water and you got a debut release, and you have taken that step, you know, and hired a publicist and a radio promoter, you know, it really all comes down to the quality of the music. And if the music is compelling and the powers that be, the editors, the assignment editors, the reviewers, the critics, the tastemakers respond to your music, you know, then, you know, there's a chance you could be reviewed there, certainly. You know, not every debut artist is going to get the breaks that, you know, say, for instance, Esperanza Spalding got. I think you need a website. I don't think Facebook's going to replace your website. You really want to have a place where, you know, kind of your home base. Your web page should be your home base. I think Facebook is more for communication, you know, communicating with a wide variety of people, you know, casting that wide net out there for fans, for people in the industry, etc., you know, where you could share stuff, post stuff, you know. The website should be your home page where you have all your basic information and downloadable press kit, you know, photo files for download, if, you know, that people in the industry or the press or the radio could access right away. They don't got to go hunting and pecking through a Facebook page to find out, you know, what the CV is on a particular artist, you know. You know, YouTube is big, so every artist should have good quality YouTube videos. There's no, you know, you could get a flip, and you know, there's all kinds of digital cameras out there now, and having a, you know, a nice little, you know, set up your own YouTube store and or site and link it, and you know, absolutely essential. You know, and it's a great, you know, it's another great asset of the internet that that you could have the visual component added there to your website and to your Facebook. Well, you know, it's good to, whether you're an emerging or developing artist, just starting out, or if you're a veteran artist who, you know, has established track record in the marketplace. It's you know, it's good to release something new every 16 to 18 months. I advise my clients. You know, there's lots of variables out there. I mean, you know, more and more, you know, there's artists are trying to self-fund using these websites like Kickstarter. There's other ones out there, that's just one, but more and more I'm seeing that, you know, where new projects, you know, are being funded through a Kickstarter campaign and for their next release. Because if there's very few deals out there for new artists or even veteran artists with labels, you know, that, you know, are going to help artists' career develop. It's really important that artists pay attention to the concept of the recording. You know, what is the reason they're going into the studio and recording this music? Coming up with a good concept, you know, is important and something they should really give some thought about before they go into the studio. There's always some new surprise coming around the corner, some new artist or some, you know, veteran who, you know, sends a new recording to me that really grabs my interest and knocks my socks off. I'm here attending the annual Jazz Educators Network Conference, and I've been thoroughly impressed by the quality of the music and the level of the music, whether it's from veteran players or students that I've heard from various ensembles around the country. It's just all been on a very high level. So that's inspiring to me. That's encouraging to me. You know, makes me want to stay in this business, as difficult as it is sometimes.